Dake is a hardened warrior, but his stature is smaller than others of his kind. Because of this, his father sees him as defective. His father even orders his older brother Quay to kill him. However, Dake is still Quay's own younger brother. In the end, Quay's heart softens. But according to their species' rules, Dake must survive by hunting monsters strong enough to prove his worth. This is how he proves his strength. So, to prove himself, he sets his sights on the immortal beast, Shisai. Even Dake's father dares not confront it. Just then, his father's spaceship arrives. Dake looks at the man he admires most. He offers the highest ceremonial respect of their species, but his father doesn't acknowledge him. Instead, he casually throws a piece of equipment. The moment it lands, Dake is instantly restrained. Then, his father orders Quay once again to deal with Dake. Dake closes his eyes in despair, but he doesn't expect that Quay will slash through the laser chains. He places a device on Dake. Dake is instantly pulled back onto the spaceship. Then Quay blocks another attack from their father. Although Quay saves Dake, he has angered their father. As the strongest man of their species, their father's authority cannot be challenged. Soon, Quay pays the price for his actions. Dake can only watch helplessly. At this moment, Quay is still worried about his brother's safety. He must get Dake out of there. This scene is deeply etched in Dake's mind. He no longer seeks his father's approval. From now on, he fights only for revenge for his brother. Then, Dake arrives on the planet where Shisai resides. Every part of this planet is filled with danger. Dake casually picks up a bug, but to his surprise, the bug starts expanding uncontrollably. This makes Dake even more cautious. Soon, he discovers a plant that wriggles. While Dake is still puzzled, a woman warns him to be careful. Before Dake can react, a flying dragon suddenly appears in the sky. It grabs a rock and lifts it into the air. The next second, it hurls the rock downward. The dragon's goal is to use poisonous plants to immobilize Dake. At this point, the woman offers to team up with Dake. She seems willing to help him escape. But for Dake, hunting together is an insult. However, as the dragon continues its attack, Dake's consciousness begins to fade. In the end, he reluctantly hands his weapon to the woman. Then Dake collapses to the ground. Seeing the opportunity, the dragon prepares to strike. It adjusts its position and dives. At the critical moment, the woman suddenly appears. She rescues Dake just in time. Dake passes out before he can even respond.